everyone, my name is Marlee Harris and I live in Farmington Hills, the city some might say I grew up in. I say some might say that because even though I've spent my entire life living here, well, most of it anyway, I feel like I'm never going to really grow up. I mean, sure, I did move out of the house that I spent my entire life living in with my parents and my younger brother. And yeah, I did go off to college at the University of Michigan, and I actually managed to graduate with a degree in linguistics and Spanish. And yeah, after graduation, I even ended up with a real grown-up job where I work over 40 hours a week. But even in spite of that, I really feel like I'm never going to grow up. Some might say I still have plenty of time for that since I'm only 22 years old, but we'll see. One of the main reasons why I feel like I'm never going to grow up is because a lot of my interests are the same that they were when I was around 6 or 7 years old. My biggest passion in life is reading. I could spend all day reading. If you could get paid to just sit and read, that would be the job for me. I've always had my nose in a book, and while it's true that my mom doesn't have to hide the newspaper from me anymore, and I do let responsibility get in the way of enjoying myself with a good book every day. I mean, I'd rather be reading than making this speech right now. I still think that has to do with why I won't grow up. I think the main reason, or the main passion, though, that is still with me from when I was little is my love of Pokemon. Some might call it an obsession. And if you don't know what Pokemon is, you might want to get out from under the rock that you've been living in for the past 15 or so years. But all that aside, it's one of the most successful video game franchises ever. You catch little monsters and you go around battling with them, which sounds horribly violent, but it really isn't. And most of my peers, I would say, outgrew Pokemon by around middle school. It's still popular with younger kids, but for my age set, we were done by middle school. But for me, I kept playing through middle school, high school, and even college. And actually, when I got to college, I took my passion to the next level. I co-founded a Pokemon club. That's right. We do everything related to Pokemon. Play the games, play the card game, watch the TV show, anything you can think of that has to do with Pokemon. That's what we do in Pokemon Club. And that's something that people are always surprised to hear about me. I guess it's the something unique about me. But all that aside, I guess I wasn't the only one of my peers a little hesitant to grow up, because our club it's still going even though the co-founder and I have graduated, and it has probably around 50 active members. So I guess I'm not the only one, a little immature. Even my job, though, represents my relative immaturity. I mean, I work at a preschool. And while it's true that being responsible for kids and being one of them, there's a really important distinction there, I still feel like I'm definitely the goofiest of my coworkers. I'm the one who's running around after the kids, chasing them while they yell, "Get us, Miss Marlee, get us!" I'm the one who's dreaming up elaborate pirate adventures like, "Oh, my pirate ship is broken and I need your help fixing it." I'm the one who's searching under rocks, digging up worms, catching toads, running after roly-polies. That's me. I'm the silly, goofy one. And I would consider that a compliment. If you called me ridiculous, I would say thank you. So, even though I feel like I'm never going to grow up, I don't think that's a flaw. I'll always be young at heart, and that's one of the things that makes me me.